What's going on, everyone? It's Adam here from No Shelf Space, and if you haven't already seen the unboxing of everything we got with Mythwind, be sure to check that out. I'll link it below. It'll also be in the card at the end of this video. But this is a dedicated video just for the farmer to show you what comes in the box for the farmer. We're going to start here with the farmer's journal. Now, there is one of these for every single character in the game, and this is a really handy book. First of all, it's going to show you all of the components that come with the farmer, and then a setup guide for when you're setting up your very first game. It'll walk you through literally everything you need to know, including the different types of crops like beans, potatoes, strawberries, your livestock, your equipment, your crop market, what you're using this bag for. It is all here. You're also going to find detailed instructions for all the different character actions for the farmer, including plant, tend, harvest or clear, livestock, and equipment. It is all in here. It'll talk about skills. It'll give you a detailed phase on how to do each of the morning, midday, and dusk phase. It'll tell you all the end stuff you do at the end of the season. It'll tell you all the skills and what they mean. And it tells you eventually, and all your equipment here as well, and it will tell you how to save your game if you're playing as the farmer and you want to pick up again later on. And then, of course, on the back is a handy little cheat sheet that you can just keep beside you as you are playing. But honestly, this is really, really awesome. Each of the books, all the books for all the characters are great. You're also going to get yourself a little velvety bag here, and this is where you're going to be putting in your crop tokens, and you're going to be pulling these out to refresh your crop market. But let's get into that right now. Here is the box for the farmer, and as I open this and as I go through this, you'll be able to see how I stored all the components for like just from one unboxing. Like this is right after I finished unboxing everything, so you'll be able to see where I stored the components, because with the farmer it was a little bit trickier than I think I would have liked, but things will be spread around your board and they'll be stored underneath various places, and we're going to get to that, but it'll be stored in various places as you play the game. Now, these tiles here are the ones that you're going to need to clear in order to add more polyomino style tiles to the game. You can just set these all, because these all have to be placed on the board for your first game, so you can set them up. The book will teach you how to set them up, because there are rules for setup. This is not a how-to guide. This is more just an overview of everything you're going to get in the farmer's box. We're going to start here with your farmer header. This is how it will display when you're not using it, and you'll flip it over and display it this way for when you're playing the game. This is the cost to up the various tracks on the main game board for your food, your culture, your production, all that good stuff. This is your crop market, where you're going to be placing tiles that you draw from your bag. So this will sit right here, but for right now we're just going to tilt this up a bit so you can see I have crop tiles stored right in this middle section here, and actually a few more crop tiles stored over here on top of the livestock, only because I kind of had to do that to get everything to fit in this box. Over here, more crop tiles, but I've also placed the various equipment tiles in there. But when you're playing your game, you're going to be taking these crop tiles and they're going to be inside this bag. And obviously I'm not putting them all in there, but they'll all be inside that bag while you're playing. You'll put this back on top, just like that. And then for the start of the game and at the end of each season, you're going to be pulling tiles from the bag and placing them on these various locations. And then you can buy these during your plant phase. But there you go. That's how that looks. You also have this tile right here, and you can place it this way when not in use, although I don't know why you would. But this side here, it just tells you what bonus you get for each season. So in spring, if it's sunny, you get a plant action. In fall or in summer, if it's rainy, you get a tend action. And in fall, if it's cloudy, you get a harvest action. So that kind of just sits right there. Looks like I had a tile fall into this slot here. Underneath here, we have all of the various skill tokens. When you play, you'll take these out and you'll lay them beside the board so that you can purchase them if you so desire, but they store nicely underneath there when not in use. Down here is another storage compartment. You'll be able to store some of your end of round stuff in there, your coins you've earned, maybe any plants you have or equipment, stuff like that. But I've been storing more of these in here because, again, I don't find there's quite enough room. And maybe if I spent a little bit more time, to be honest with you, perhaps if I spent a little bit more time setting up this board, it would not have been an issue. But there you go. These slots here are where you're going to place your various worker dice when you obtain them to take actions and changing the pip values. Again, this is not a how to play. Your skills are going to go here so that when you take your actions, not with workers, when you take your own action, you're going to be able to use the associated skill as well if you have one purchased and upgraded. And then right here is where you're just going to store dice at the end of each game when you're saving. So any dice you haven't used, or during the game, any dice that you don't currently have in an action space, they'll be stored right there in that slot. But there you go, guys. That is everything you get if you are playing the farmer, and how I have chosen to store it here in the game box. Some people have opted to take their characters books and lay them right there before placing this on top and putting it back in the box for next time. But there you go, guys. That is everything you get in the farmer pack. Is that what we're calling these things? The farmer, whatever you want. This farmer tray. This is everything you get to play the farmer. Be sure to check out all the other awesome Mythwind content I have going up on the channel and coming up soon on the channel. And if you're watching this within the next couple months, there's a reprint campaign for this game over on Kickstarter. You can click the link in the description box down below. You'll either see that it's coming up, you'll see that it's active, or you'll see that it's over and you're going to be sad that you missed out. But there is a reprint campaign. Check the link below. Big thanks to Open Owl Studios for producing this game. This was purchased by me, but they've been providing a lot of support in the back end with answering questions and helping me out with various art I need and things like that. So big thanks to them. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Until next time, we'll chat again real soon. Goodbye.